The time now is 5:18. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett for a look at our forecast.
All right, taking a look at the fog forecast. You see all the way down to the south. Well, we'll wait for that my name to go by. But you're also seeing some fog that's developing. That's out ahead of what we picked up earlier. Plus, we're picking up some low cloud activity possibly from the storms that are pushing through the area. Not much in the way of dense fog, but you have patchy fog currently right now. That being said, here's a bigger picture of how this is all setting up. You've got a big area of low pressure here working out of Billings and moving toward us and then heading over to the UP. That's also ushering some warmer air coming up from the south. That's going to be pushing in and significantly moving into the front side of that storm, so on the eastern side, and then we have another batch coming in from the western side, and that's all going to collapse that storm on top of us as we go into the afternoon in the latter portion and then into the evening, and that's when we see the storms really starting to kick up going into the overnight hours. All right, so that being said, not much happening, as you can see, as far as the storm activity is concerned, so we're not in it right now, so that's good news, but we still have this rainfall that continues to push across the area as we go through the day. This will continue to get that usher in of colder air or cooler air out of Canada coming down around the area of low pressure. That's right about there, up to the north there by Winnipeg, and it continues to drive its way right into us. Now, as that continues to press through the forecast periods, we're going to see this start to kick out and get pushed in. Cooler air comes in, and that's why we're a little bit cooler for Saturday, so that's a little bit more comfortable for us. Then we take a look here at how this all looks as we go deeper into Monday. Another batch of rainfall starts to come in all the way down to the south, and then we get that injection of drier air, and that's when it's going to knock this storm and kind of push it a little bit more to the east. But we also get some good showers out of that and some storm activity going into Tuesday. We take it a little bit closer here as we get deeper into the afternoon and evening hours. You're going to see the storm activity coming by in another batch, and that's going to continue to press through the forecast area through the evening. You can see most of it is out of our area, and then we continue to see the latter portion of that kind of breakdown. So this model is saying, hey, not much happening for us currently. So we'll continue to move this out of the way, and then once we get into how this all looks for Saturday, where you have more of that mild conditions coming into the forecast for you, a little bit cooler for us. Rain amounts, well, we're looking at least up to, in some cases, up to a half an inch or more, and that's just a start, right? We get into Saturday to finish out, at least getting into more of that rainfall coming in the overnight into Saturday morning, and you see how we picked it up just a wee bit, up to an inch in some cases, and 2 inches if you get a little bit well up to the north there and northeast. You're also picking up some pretty good rainfall into the forecast here locally. All right, so as we finish this out, take a look here. I've got this for the next days here going all the way to July 5th, and we're looking at some pretty decent rainfall, not much, probably about a half an inch to about maybe near an inch or so. And then as you take a look at the flood zones, you see this all becomes to get exacerbated as all this rainfall starts to come into fruition for the next several days to come here. So as you can see, the areas that are happening, they're going to all be in flood watches and warnings as we get into it. In fact, a lot of the flood warnings that we're looking at will push you into at least the portion of the moderate flooding, and that's going to finish all the way into the end of next week. I'll have more about this coming up for you in a bit, and of course we get through this real quick, we're going to be seeing this kind of pushing into all the rainfall that's coming into the next few days, but I just wanted to show you how that looks for us. But once we get into the rainfall here, it is and still coming on the way. We'll move this through, and you're looking at more rainfall right there. I want to get to where I'm trying to get to. All right, and so when we come back, I'll have more about this coming up for you